Hope you are doing well. Today, horror incident about unseen entity or demon. I remember it clear as day. A few months ago, I was in the hospital because I was diagnosed with complete heart failure at the age of 16. I had lived at the hospital for 3 whole months, but these 2 weeks I am talking about is weird. Every week they would have nurses working the day shift and the night shift. The night shift nurses were always good, but there was something off about one of them. This night I was doing my usual routine. The day nurses would always give me privacy. And usually the phlebotomist would come to draw blood for my heart transplant. This night was different. I heard this really deep laugh. Then this large man came in the room. Before I went to shower, mind you, I had my mom help me because it was really to do it with an IV pole. I asked for some privacy because most of the night nurses gave me some privacy when showering. But this guy kept peeking his head through the door, giving me a perverted look. When I got out, I said, "I'm glad I'm not the only tall guy here." Then he said, "That makes us closer together," with a really creepy smile, and then he put his hand on my shoulder and tried bringing me closer. I told him, "Hey, it's getting pretty late, I should get to bed." So I climbed in the hospital bed and he did his nightly checkup until it came to the eye checkup. When he shined the light in my eyes, he sounded flirty, saying, "You have pretty eyes." I was gonna smack him for that. Why would he say that to a 16-year-old dude? My mom gave me that look and I knew that in her head she told me there is something off about this guy. It was really hard to sleep that night because he wouldn't leave the room. He would sit there watching my mom sleep. When I peeked my eyes a little, he had the creepiest stare. I call it the skinwalker stare. I saw his hand just about touch my mom's foot. Luckily, the IV pump beeped and woke me. And my mom up, he walked over and smacked it, calling it a mother, and my mom told him to step out. The next night he was back. I was hooked to lipids and fat because I was having trouble eating. The bag leaked all over the place. Then he came to pick it up and say with the dumbest sounding voice, "Did you have an accident?" I explained no. Then he got pissed that he had to clean it. I had a dream that night that he was touching me very inappropriately. I don't know if it was the meds I was on. But that morning I saw my blanket laying on the chair like in the dream. I told the charge nurse that I don't want him, so she agreed. I had to go into surgery that day. After 1 week, the man was back, creepier than ever. When I did my nightly walk around ICU, I was walking fast. He was so slow I worn him out and made him tired of walking. When I got in bed, my blanket was on my chest. He was trying to take the blanket off. And I grabbed my blanket. He was yelling quietly, "No, no, no." Then he was messing with one of the lines that go into the heart. When he was messing with it, hurt my arm so bad I screamed, "Jesus Christ," and he said, "What happened?" And I smacked his hand so hard and I yelled, "Cut your shit out or I will report you to the charge nurse." Then he charged out of the room. I told my mom about it. She said, "Good job." I remember the rest of the night he would still come in the room. This time he just sat by my bed, breathing in my face, touching my hair. I woke up and told him, "Get the hell out, man." Then he explained to me, "I thought we were together." Then he left. Thank God, I told myself. The heart transplant surgery came and it went well. If it didn't well, I wouldn't be telling this story. They took me out of ICU and put me in a regular hospital room. When I left ICU, I looked down the hallway and I seen the man staring at me with his head tilted, smiling and waving. I told the nurses that I had in the cardiac care unit about him. and they said that he has gotten a lot of complaints by patients. The complaints weren't that big of a deal, but the last one had me scared. It said making patients feel uncomfortable. I remember my mom told him where I'm from, luckily. She didn't tell me where my house was because he told everybody where I lived, and I saw him Google Earthing my hometown. I'm just glad my mom was there when he was around, because I bet if she wasn't there, it would have been a bad outcome. It's my advice: if you ever visit, remember to be careful around the river and the forest. For the spirits, they are hungry for fear, or always inquire about the house before moving. Keep yourself and others safe from any type of scary activity. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.